with just a little bit of orange, I think maybe they perfected the Seamaster. Hi everyone and welcome to Shaluso, and yes, today we are talking about the new Omega Seamaster no date. While this may seem like just a small addition introducing a version that has just a little bit of orange, it actually holds a much bigger significance because really it's the culmination of about 20 years of evolution in the Seamaster range that's brought about this new model. Let's talk about the watch itself first. On the face of it, it's, well, a Seamaster no date. So that means calibre 8806 on the inside, METAS certified of course with 55 hours of power reserve, no date, time only movement. And on the outside you have the current generation Omega Seamaster case. 42 millimeters, 13.8 millimeters high, because as a see-through case back, it's a little bit thicker than something like the No Time to Die. And of course it has an aluminum bezel and a milanese bracelet or a rubber strap, depending on which you opt for. It's the ultimate evolution of it all. If we go back to 2005 with that original Planet Ocean, that was really where orange was introduced to the Seamaster lineup. You can check out my video of the original Planet Ocean. That featured the little shock of orange. It also featured the sort of grained texture dial, which is featured on this new model. From there, they kept introducing more and more orange into the Planet Ocean line. They had, of course, an orange bezel version, also released in 2005. In 2016, you saw shocks of orange rubber inserted onto the black bezel versions. Of course, they upgraded that to ceramic in 2019. It kept on introducing, and the same thing happened with the evolution of the Diver 300M. With the new generation in 2018, they introduced a no-date version, which they hadn't really done before. That created the opportunity for them to introduce the No Time to Die in 2019, much more the style that we're used to seeing. So it was a no-date version, no waves on the dial, but also featuring an aluminum insert instead of a ceramic one, and it introduced that Milanese bracelet. The next was the James Bond Anniversary Edition in 2023. That brought things a little bit closer to the original Seamaster 300M, so you had the wave dial, it was in steel instead of titanium. That then gave birth to the black dial version, which was a non-anniversary, non-James Bond edition. And then we have what we have now. Shocks of orange, Milanese bracelet, aluminum insert, no date, Seamaster Diver 300M with an open case back. It's like they've brought everything together to make what should be the perfect modern Seamaster. If you think of it, it really has evolved away from the original Pierce Brosnan era one from the 90s. Even the second generation, which I used to own, this is much further away from that than, for example, the third generation that they introduced in 2018. It is in many ways the ultimate evolution of it all. And if you take things one step further, if there was a new James Bond, this would probably be the combination that they would wear. When Daniel Craig took over, he started out wearing a Brosnan era Seamaster and then got his own Planet Ocean. This is kind of a carryover from the No Time to Die. So that all sounds well and good, but of course there are a few disadvantages to it. First off, in my opinion, I do think that the orange on the indices at the quarters is a little bit much. It looks a little bit cheesy. It reminds me a bit of some of those Olympic versions. It just adds a little bit too much color. I think the subtle addition of the Seamaster text, the orange seconds hand, that really adds the shock of color. The quarters are a little bit too much. The second thing is this is only available on the Milanese bracelet or on a rubber strap. Now I'm a big fan of Seamasters on Milanese bracelets. I love how it looked on the No Time to Die. I even got a Milanese bracelet on the Seamaster that I used to own. But I do think it's important that they don't completely forget the Brosnan era bracelet, because that was in many ways the identity of this watch as well. When you think of something like a Rolex Day-Date, you think the President bracelet. This was the bracelet for the Seamaster 300M, so I think not offering it at all is a little bit of a stretch, and a Milanese bracelet is easy to get after the fact, either from Omega or aftermarket as well. So I think those are the two things that maybe weren't executed to perfection, but at the end of the day, this is still an amazing watch. It has tons and tons of heritage to it. The Diver 300M has now been around for over 30 years, and they've really shown a nice evolution from where it started to where it is now, with it still being recognizable as a Seamaster. So overall, a really nice introduction and a nice break from the relative silence that we've heard from Omega this year. But that's just my thoughts on the new Seamaster Diver 300M. I'd love to know you guys' thoughts in the comments below. What things did you like about it, and what things would you want Omega to do in the future? If there's one thing you can count on Omega for, is that they will always have a variation for everyone. So there's plenty of opportunity for them to introduce other variations. So let me know in the comments below what you want to see from them. Of course, if you like this video, then make sure you like it and share it. If you want to see more pictures and infographics of watches, then make sure you follow me on Instagram at Shaluso. If you want to see more videos of watches, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell as well so you know when the next video comes out. But thanks for joining me on this quick overview of Omega's new Diver 300M, and we'll catch you on the next video.